Hi, it's a bit cold today. It's just come cold. It was warm earlier on, but the wind has come and the clouds are come. But I'm still going to show you this bangle. It's a spot bangle and it's made using a slip stitch technique. I really love them. I've made so many spot bangles and they're really popular. I have a friend that has tons of them and she says it's like getting a hug for me when she puts her bangle on. They're really easy to make. All you need is a knit stitch and a slip stitch and a purl stitch, and I'm going to be showing you that today. The first thing we're going to do is cast on using a provisional cast on and a crochet hook. It's very windy, so some of my things are blown away. So my yellow yarn is here and my knitting needle is here. I'm using 4mm knitting needles, 4mm needles, and it's knitted flat and then grafted. So excuse me, I'm going to set my pattern down here. We weights on it so it doesn't blow away. So for your provisional cast on, you cast on a hoop on your crochet hook and hold your crochet hook in front of your needle and then wrap your thread, wrap your yarn around and use the crochet hook to crochet a stitch and wrap your yarn around the back again and make your second stitch and keep going until you have all the stitches you need. My hands are quite cold, so they're turning a bit stiff. Hazel Tyndall would have finished her bangle by now. I'm still trying to get mine casted on. Here we go. That's 24 stitches that we need for this one to start with. Let's see how close we are to 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, I always think it's good to count twice. And then a few pretty stitches at the end just to fix it, and then break the yarn and pull it through. There we go. Now I'm going to start, I'm going to start with this lovely pink. It's Zodiac. This was really inspired by the heather that's in the hills at the moment. It's absolutely beautiful and there's so many greens around it and there's bright, bright pink. So this bangle, that's here, this is how it's going to end. This is before it gets felted. The felted one looks like this, and this is the colour scheme I'm using today. So this is what you'll end up with before you put it in the washing machine. So we start with this lovely Zodiac colour. And I love green and purple together. It's one of my favourite combinations. So it's a plain knit row to start with. And then this lovely green, which is fern, and it's very little green that's in the hulls at the moment. All the different colours that goes to make it up. So reading from my chart, I'm reading row 1 and I'm slipping the first stitch and then knitting 4. So to slip the stitch, I'm slipping it by putting the point of the needle in and just moving it onto the right hand needle. And then I'm going to knit 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I slip 2 stitches. So again, point the needle in, slip, slip, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, slip, slip. I think this is one of my favourite ones to knit too because it's so rhythmic, and once you know what you're doing, it's so simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, slip, slip. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's a stitch at the end. It's nearly lost. There we go. Slip. And then coming back to Y, we're going to purl the green stitches so that we've got smooth, we've got stocking stitch spots, if you like. So we're going slip, purl, 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 slip, slip, purl. Oh, I've knit it with the wrong end. I've not done that for years. I'll just go back. I was actually sitting thinking about all the things that have happened, because this is a place that we come to a lot, and there's a chalet just near here that's rented out, and there was one day that we were here and there was a man that came down from the chalet and he just dived into the water behind me, and he literally just dived in and pulled out a lobster. He rose out of the water holding the lobster above his head. So that was quite spectacular. Then there was another day that we were here and there was orcas that went through this tiny bit of water looking for seals, I think they were, because there's usually a lot of seals in here. Now, and then I'm going to purl back. And then this is the good bit, because I get to knit a plain pink row. And all this time with the pink stitches I've just been slipping them, so they're quite tight. And that's what pulls together and makes the circle shapes. And then I'm going to do another knit purple row. You can see it on the chart too, it's 2 knit purples. Or Zodiac is the name of the colour I'm using this time. And then I'm going to change to this beautiful leprechaun. The wind is blowing all my yarn onto the ground. So beautiful green. Again, it's a mixture of all the colours you can see in Shetland's Hills at the moment. It's quite a mossy, you can get some kind of acidy green moss in the hills that's like this colour, but the name of the colour is leprechaun. So reading on my chart, I do, because I want to stagger my honeycombs, so I want the middle of my next honeycomb to be here. So I'm going to do 2 knit at the edge, in the green and the leprechaun, 2, and then I'm going to slip 2 pink, 1, 2, and then I'm going to knit 4, 1, 2, now, because we're doing a lovely garter stitch there, and you're getting this lovely garter stitch ridge between the spots. With this one, if you carry on, I'm going to show you the chart at the same time. You carry on and follow the chart. It's going dark, light, bright, light, dark, light, bright. So you follow the chart and then you end up with a thing that looks like this, and you get the brights appearing 4 times because you repeat it 4 times. And then when the bangle is felted, you graft the ends together using a garter stitch graft, and then you sew in the ends, and then you put this around your bangle and sew the edges together, and when you've sewn the edges together, then you turn that sewn edge into the inside of your bangle, and then your bangle goes in the washing machine at 60 degrees centigrade. And it's good to have a couple of towels in and just your normal soap powder. I just love it. I want to finish this one for me. This is how it looks when it comes into the washing machine, using a different colour scheme. So I think that's everything for this bangle today. If you have any questions at all, then just email me and let me know. It's been lovely showing you this technique, and I really hope that you enjoy it as much as I do. Okay, thank you.